Sensonics state-of-the-art electrogustometer has significant advantages over all other electrogustometers. First, it is designed for force choice testing, with response buttons for both stimuli and blanks. Second, its current levels extend below those of other devices, providing accurate thresholds and minimizing basement effects. Third, it has settings for different stimulus durations, as well as a manual setting, allowing the operator to choose any desired duration. Fourth, and perhaps most importantly, the cathode and anode are on the same electrode probe, thereby eliminating the need to attach the indifferent electrode to the neck, hand, or arm. This eliminates current spread through the body, localizing the current to the tongue surface. Today we're going to describe how to administer the electrogustometer manufactured by Sensonics International. This is a unique device that produces very low microamp currents to the tongue to stimulate the taste nerves. So on the faceplate, the first thing we do is turn it on, and then you'll see that there's a dial, and we can set, according to what we need on this response sheet, the microamps and the decibels related to what we wish to present. So we start out at start out at 0 decibels or 8 microamps, as you can see here on this chart. Before I go into that more though, point out that you can set the duration of stimulus anywhere from a half a second up to 2 seconds, and there's a manual setting where you can hold down and produce the stimulus for any length of time you want. Also, the polarity can be adjusted. You can have cathode on the tongue or anode on the tongue. We go with the anode typically, although today we'll be demonstrating the dual electrode, so it isn't that important as to which way that's set. The unique feature of this device is that you can present a blank and a stimulus and do what we call force choice testing. So we control for what's called the response criterion by presenting two stimuli, the blank and the stimulus, and having the subject indicate which is stronger, or which they notice the most, the first or the second of the presentations. On the scoring sheet, you'll see that we start out with E, which means we present the electrical or the output stimulus first, and then the blank. Then it goes to O, meaning the blank is presented, and then the stimulus or the electricity, and so on. So we start out at this concentration. This is the set of series sequences that we wish to follow. So we'll have the subject stick their tongue out and hold the electrode on in this case, the anterior right side of the tongue. So we indicate front, right side. Now, the subject is instructed with their other hand to indicate which is strongest, the first or the second. So I'll be indicating, here's the first one, here's the second one. You'll be learning from the sequence here which I'm presenting and which is showing up on the electrogustometer. Okay, so we'll start out and we'll ask the stimulus first or second, which was strongest, the first or the second. Okay, she got that one right. Then we start, in this case, with a blank, first, second. Got that right. I won't mention verbally whether it's a blank or a stimulus being presented first, but you can infer from this scoring sheet which I'm presenting. So I first presented the electrical stimulation first, then the blank. Now I'm presenting the blank, and then the electrical stimulation, and this one go in this sequence. So we start out with that, and then that, and we ask which is stronger, the first or the second. She got that one correct. In that case, we presented the blank first and then the electric stimulus second. Here we start here. Here's the first, here's the second, and she indicated the first, and indeed the electricity was presented first. And then we'll do this one here, starting here, first, second, and she got all 5 correct. So that's technically the first reversal. Now, had she missed any of those 5, we would continue up in double steps until all 5 are correct. But in her case, she's pretty sensitive, so as a consequence, we now start here and move in regular steps. We only move in regular steps once we have 5 correct responses at a given stimulus level. So we now move down to this level, and again we'll present this first and this second, which she got that correct. Then we do this again, first, second, got that correct. So we move down now. At that point, after those first 5 sets of pairs are correct, everything else is done in either 1 or 2 sets of pairs. If one of the set of pairs is missed, we move up. Both have to be correct to move down, but she got both of those sets of pairs correct. Now we move down to this level. So here's the first and the second. There you can see she got the first one correct. First, second. There she missed it. So now we'll move back up to that level, up to 4 microamps. Start with this column. First, second. Next one, first, second. She got both of those correct again at that level, so we move down to the 2 microamp level, and we repeat this sequence in this column. She got that correct. And she missed that one again. So we move back up to the higher level, which is at 4 microamps. In this case, we'll be presenting this first, and then second sets of pairs, we'll start with that. Here's the first and the second. So she got that one correct once again. And then we start here, first and second. And she missed that, so we move up to the level above that, which is 0 decibels or 8 microamps. And again, we start with that, first, second. Got it correct. First, second. Got it correct. We move back down to 4 microamps, beginning with this stimulus. First, second. First, second. So now we're coming down here to a little bit lower level. First, second. And miss that again. So we move back up to 4 microamps. First, second. And then first, second. Okay, so the number of reversals, this is 1 reversal, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we talk about when this so-called staircase reverses itself, then we count that as a reversal. In this case, she started out and reversed right away, so that's considered the first reversal. Down here it went the other way, so this is considered the second reversal. This is the third reversal, the fourth reversal, the fifth reversal, the sixth reversal, and in this case the seventh reversal. So we calculate the threshold as the average of the currents on the last 4 reversals. So here you see the current for number 7 was 4 microamps. So we take 4, we multiply that, times the next one, which is 2 microamps. And then we multiply that times 8, which is the next reversal. And then we multiply that times 2 again. And then we take the square root twice of that. In other words, the fourth root. This is called the geometric mean. And we'll just go through this. So we'll take 4 times 2 times 8 times 2, and that gives us 128. And when to get the fourth root, we do the square root twice. 1, 2. So her threshold is relatively low. It's at 3.36 microamps. And as you can see here, that's right in that region there that you would expect. So that's how we calculate the electrogustometry threshold using what's called a single staircase threshold technique or paradigm. Ordinarily, we would go through the front on the other side. So we did front right, but we would go to front left. Then the back of the scoring sheet, we have also the back front and the back left and back front. So this is in a nutshell how we utilize the equipment of the electrogustometry SI-03 from Sensonics. So I want to thank you for listening to this presentation. Please be aware, in order to film this appropriately, we had to have the scoring sheet in front of the patient. But ordinarily, that would not be the case. You would hide that from the patient while you're presenting the stimuli. You can see if it's on a clipboard, you can tilt that clipboard back and put it away so that the patient or subject is not able to see what you're doing. In this case, we had to do this for demonstration purposes. Again, thank you for your participation.